First of all, before starting the chapter, let's try to understand what is the difference between, and you can help me with it. What do you understand by equations?
An
Wait.
equation.
Expressions and identity. Let's try to clear this definition first. What do you understand? Just to let you know, they come very often. Whenever we start these kind of chapters, these three words will definitely appear.
An equation is like is when you put an equal to sign after an expression and you equate it to something.
What is an expression then?
It's just like, I don't know.
What?
I can give an example, but I can't.
Yes, of course you can give an example. Works. Okay. No worries.
2x minus 5 can be an expression.
Yeah.
And then if I say 2x minus 5 is equal to 0, that's an equation.
Perfect. What about identity then?
I don't know.
All right, let's see. Well, you're right. An equation is something that definitely has an equal sign and equal to sign, and it has two expressions on two different sides of the equal to sign, right?
Yeah.
What is an expression? It is basically some terms clipped on together as a set, right? For example, and the term always, I mean, if it's like a polynomial expression or something, the term always looks like this: coefficient.
Mm.
Then you have the variable, and then you have a power, right? Okay. For example, 3x to the power 5 expression.
Yeah.
Okay. Minus 7x to the power 4 expression. Okay. So an expression is just some terms which are of this format clipped after one another, right? With a plus minus sign. Okay. Equation is, of course, when you, because this is not saying you to compare any value, but this is clearly claiming you to compare a value. They are what is the question here? The question here is, what are the values of x for which this may become true? Because there is no question of being true or false here, right?
Yeah.
This can, I mean, for x equal to 1, it is -3. For x equal to 2, it is -1, something like this, right? So there is no question of it being true or false, but this can be true, it can be false.
Yeah.
Right? For x equal to 1, it's definitely false. For x equal to 0, it's definitely false. For x equal to 2.5, it's true. So it is true for some x, false for some x. So if I want to summarize my point, what do I say? It is true for some, false for others.
Okay.
Right? This does not have a question of being true or false. Okay, it is just a value. You put any value of x, you'll get. This is 2x minus 5 is equal to 2 times of x minus 2.5. Now just think, you put any value of x, don't you think this left side will always be equal to right side?
Yeah.
Right? Because it's basically the same. So the identity is when it's always true. So it is true for all x. You know, in maths we write like this: true for all x. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. This is a new symbol that we'll study.
Okay.
And your teacher might use it later on. Okay, but we are using it right now. Okay. So what is the difference between equation, expression, and identity? Identity is true for all the values of x or y or z or whatever variable that they have. Always. Expression is basically any value by putting the value of the variable. Okay. And equation is, of course, it is true for some, it is false. Which is why we solve this. Solving means what? Finding out where it is true.
Yeah.
Right? Only then we say, na, okay, that 2x minus 5 is equal to 0, then we write 2x equal to 5, then x equal to 5 by 2 and all that. Which is why the concern is always solve this equation. For expression, say we identify the expression. That means it might be a polynomial expression, it might be a trigonometric expression, it might be logarithm expression, whatever it is. We just identify. Identification is main aspect here. What is identity? We use identities. So this we solve, this we identify, this we use. What do I mean by that? You might have studied this popular identity: a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square.
Yeah.
It's an identity. It is true for all ab. Okay. Which is why we use it. Here we use it for identity. I mean, here we identify it and here we solve it. I hope you have understood. This part is clear. Right? Okay. Now, what is a quadratic equation then?
Basically, any equation that of the variable has the power 2.
Exactly. The highest power is 2. Okay, a quadratic equation is of course an equation with, let's say, 2 sides, but the
Yeah.
highest power will be. But there is one more condition, which is not discussed very often.
Oh, a cannot be equal to 0.
Yes, that is fine. Highest power is 2, and all powers are whole numbers. I'll tell you. Ax square plus b root x plus cx plus d is not a quadratic equation. Why? Because here you have power 2, here you have power 1, here you have power 0, but here you have power half.
Okay.
This automatically is disqualified as a quadratic equation. We don't say it's a quadratic equation. Okay, so always remember this, Katya. Whenever we talk about quadratic equation, we make sure that the power is 2, but along with that, the other powers are also whole numbers. If it is not a whole number, there might be some method to convert it to a whole number.
Okay.
Okay, we will talk about all the cases where there is already a default quadratic equation given. We'll of course solve it. That means solving is what? Finding for what values of x it is true. Right? Of course, there might be some condition, there might be some methods to solve it. We'll discuss it, whatever happens. Okay. If it is not a quadratic equation, we'll understand the methods to convert into a quadratic equation. Okay, fine.